What happens in enterprise software? We knock down the front wall, hire a consulting firm, and spend a year rebuilding the entrance, and then high five everybody because, boy, the implementation was a success. Meanwhile, your team is walking around this weird, drafty, half-open house thinking, wasn't this supposed to make things better? That feeling right there, that's system fatigue. System fatigue is what your team feels. System fatigue is basically your company slowing, losing its speed because the tools are in charge instead of your business logic. You see it when your ops people become full-time translators, just moving data from tool A to tool B. Your managers don't trust the dashboards, so decisions get slower and arguments get longer and louder. Your best people quietly build side systems in Notion, Airtable, random spreadsheets because the official system can't handle real life. Nobody has a line item in the budget called system fatigue, but it's there. It's in payroll, it's in missed opportunities, it's in launch that slipped by a quarter because the tools weren't ready. The non-salesy fix now is usually the part where a SaaS founder goes, and that's what you need to move everything onto my magic platform. I'm not going to do that. Truth is, most companies do not need another giant risky migration. You don't need to bulldoze the house. What you actually need is a better brain. Think of an orchestration layer as a brain that sits on top of your existing tools. It understands how you work, it tells each system what to do, and it lets you swap tools in and out without starting from zero every time. Same stack mostly. Same people, of course, but a new nervous system. Whether you build that in-house, use SpiceX, or use something else, I'm obviously biased, but the pattern is universal. Stop bending your company around your tools. Make your tools orbit your company. For context, this is literally the problem that made me start SpiceX. I did a massive migration to one of the major legacy players. It was supposed to make our life better. It helped, but frankly, then it became constraining. Their rigid structures, the need to hire developers and consultants and people to help run the system, the vendor tie-in, lock-in with the various other applications that only worked on the platform. It was ugly. I kept watching teams nuke a year of their life on the migration and the follow-up work that was never going to fix the actual issue. The issue wasn't we picked the wrong CRM. The issue was nothing was orchestrated around how we actually operate. So if this helps you say, okay, this isn't that we're bad with tools, this is system fatigue, then cool, it's already done its job. You don't have to book a demo. You don't even have to remember the name SpiceX. Just maybe, next time someone pitches a giant rip and replace project, you can ask, do we really need a new house, or do we just need a better brain for the one we've got? In the next video, I want to talk about API limits, a super boring sounding thing that vendors quietly use to trap your data and make it painful for you to leave. If you've ever had an integration that mysteriously slows down right when usage gets serious, that one is for you.